This is an absolutely lovely location. So today I'm at Yarrow Valley Country Park. I've come with my mate Carl, who's come to do a bit of droning. But I'm here, I'm just going to take a few pictures or just look for that one killer shot, I think. So let's see what we can get. So we're just having a wander along the shore of the lake. Is it a lake? I presume it's a lake. And Carl sent his drone off into the far off distance, hopefully getting some nice footage that I can steal. But I've come looking for one shot of a weir, so Carl's going to show me where that weir is, and then I might end up getting some wet feet trying to get a nice shot. We'll see. Well, I'm down. I'm not sure how I'll get back up, so I should probably try and get a picture. So this is an absolutely lovely location. It's a bit difficult getting down here, but once you are down here, it's wonderful. This weir, there's so much water flying over it, so it just leads itself for a long exposure really. But today's quite bright, so what I've done is I've put the 10 stop on, and I've just taken a test shot of 30 seconds with the 10 stop on, f11 ISO 100. The test shot looks perfect, so I think anything over 30 seconds is going to be too much. So I'm going to have a play around. I'm going to see what I can get with this weir and this fantastic location. I do feel a bit of a tool, as Paul said the other day, because there's a lot of people here. It's a very public area. I tend to like somewhere quite secluded. But hopefully I can get some nice shots. I've just taken a few 20-second exposures, which seems to, it just keeps a bit of movement coming off that last step of the weir, which is really nice. Sort of just curves it back round, which also then curves your eye back up the weir. So I'm going to look for a couple more exposures, try and get some nice footage, and hopefully this should make for a really good morning's trip. So Carl's currently sending his drone around, following me here and there. But I've just changed my position slightly further down from the weir. There's another break in the water, it's lovely, just over here. And I've just set a couple of exposures off, but they reminds me of one I got back in Yarrow Valley on, I think it was my second vlog. So I'm hoping to get a really nice shot of some milky white water with some horrible green mossy rocks in the foreground. So I'm just trialling a minute long exposure. I think it's going to be too overexposed. See what that looks like. Actually that looks alright. We could probably go a bit longer. Let's try a bit longer. There's some lovely patches of light just kicking about, like over there, up near the top of the weir. I think we're under this lovely canopy of trees and branches, and the patches of light are just poking through here and there, which is just creating for some lovely photography conditions, I suppose. So I've just set another exposure off. I'm just letting that run whilst I talk to you, and I'll try and figure out another shot to take. But as I just said to Carl, I could spend all day here. It's a beautiful location, and pretty much this bit, as it's off the beaten track down a little scrambly ledge, you've pretty much got it all to yourself. Unfortunately, I can't stay all day, but now that I know it's here, I'll definitely come back. Different locations, different times of year, be really good. So yeah, let's see what this exposure's doing, and then look for another composition. I've just found another composition going across the river, across the stream, and there's some lovely bluebells just scattered around in the background. Still in time for the bluebells, which is good. That's what I wanted. And I'm just hoping that this long exposure captures a little bit of foreground interest in the river, the bluebells in the background, and a little bit of light peeking through the canopy behind. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not an award-winning picture, but it's a nice long exposure, bit of colour in the background, bit of movement in the water in the foreground. I just hope it's in focus. I was shooting in portrait before, but I've just turned back to landscape because, if I try not to walk in front of my camera, because there's this fallen tree branch with loads of junk caught up in it from the stream, and it just sits across the shot really well with the bluebells just behind that and the movement of the water in front. So I'm hoping this is going to be the shot. I'm looking at about a 40-second exposure, I think. 37, 38. Let's see what this one's like. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice bit of woodland photography. As I say, the movement of the water in front, there's still a little bit of movement retained, but it's quite still and quite flat, allowing the bluebells in the background to speak for themselves. This is a good Tuesday morning. I've just found one more exposure. We always talk about S-shapes, don't we? If you can't really find anything, find an S-shape. Well, the river sort of runs in a bit of an S-shape, but I'm not sure at the height I'm at, shooting directly across, I'm gonna see that S-shape. If I do, it might look quite nice with the green woodland and bluebells dotted about. So we'll see. It's not quite capturing what I expected, what I had in mind, but that's all right. Some photos are great. Some photos, a couple of these have been fantastic. They've really captured me and built the fire inside me. But then some just don't work sometimes. So that's all right. I'm quite happy with that. No, that one's not happening. That shot's not happening. It's just not, I just can't get my head around it, so let's try and find one more composition and then we'll go from there. Cup of tea, I think. Need a cup of tea. So this has been a fantastic find, a really fantastic find, quite local to me. 15-20 minute drive, 6 miles down the road, if that. The only thing is there's lots of people here, but this bit, as it's down off the main path, no one's here, it's just me and my mate. He's burnt through loads of batteries doing some droning, and I found some lovely compositions. So I'm going to pack up, maybe go and get that cup of tea we were talking about, but first we've got to scramble back up this, and yeah, we'll definitely be back. We were just saying maybe one morning, but you could spend hours here, you could spend a full day here for sure. So that's it from Yarrow Country Valley Park. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll be back soon with another vlog. See you later.